Every year, many hoopers dream of playing in the NBA, undrafted guys trying to figure out what it takes to make it at the highest level and remain in the association, but with limited spots, only a few players not called in the draft gets the opportunity to represent one of the 30 teams. The most shocking out of nowhere story we'll never forget, the rise of Jeremy Lin, viewed as a G League guy out of Harvard who wasn't even supposed to get NBA minutes. From unheard of to being the biggest headline for the whole month, the Insanity run. Other examples like Jimmy Butler, who was a rookie when D Rose tore his ACL, to making a household name for himself, Draymond Green coming off the bench for David Lee, to being one of the most feared defenders in the game. How's it going, guys? My name's Wilson. In this video, I'm not going to mention any stars everybody already knows or breakout players that were already known before. No rookie players who were drafted with their names called, but guys who were either on rosters last season or first year players nobody heard of a few months ago that wasn't drafted. Back in 2021, the average NBA fan would have never heard of these guys. To now, most fans know who these players are. Starting with Zeke Nnaji of the Denver Nuggets, year 2, after coming off 3.2 points as rookie, the 21-year-old putting up nearly 7 a game, 17 minutes for Denver, needing all hands on deck, something different from everybody outside of Jokic. 22nd pick in 2020, finds the most success when playing the 4, not a shot blocker or an on-ball defender, but can box out, put on some weight compared to last season. Some flashes of Aaron Gordon in his game, has been out there in key moments and more upside, counted upon as a dependable player off the bench. Many Nuggets fans believe he can make a Kenneth Faried type impact with his energy, hardworking type role, proven able to drain the outside ball, connecting on nearly 50% of his attempts, will consistently be getting good looks given the brilliant Jokic passing, with the big three of Murray, MPJ, and Joker, the two outside of the MVP not known for their defense. Nnaji already playing big roles defending elite guys like Giannis and getting opportunities on a short-handed team. Garrison Matthews of the Houston Rockets, drafted out of Linscomb, given the nickname Gary Bird, 3rd season in the league, averaging 11 a game, started nearly half his games on the worst team in the league, double his point average compared to his last 2 seasons, 28 minutes a game. Terrific story, didn't come from a well-known D1 program, guaranteed his $1.8 million salary in March, let alone earning a regular season spot on the rotation. Viewed as an experimental process, the 25-year-old got his two-way deal converted into making $8 million after spending some time with the Wizards. Undrafted and with the G League, despite the Rockets losing and stinking, Matthews gives the fans plenty to cheer about his play, the unorthodox shots, a quick release, his contract looking like a huge bargain if he continues to perform and score points after almost deciding to pursue a career outside of basketball. Much like the incredible rise of current teammate Christian Woods and the struggles, 2022 has been a fantastic turnaround story for Gary Bird. Even got MVP chance playing against former Rocket James Harden.
A will to win. He doesn't think, he doesn't care, he just
could be one of the most slept on names who can make a huge impact on a winning team later down the line. Max Strus of the Miami Heat, the 25-year-old out of DePaul, year 3, undrafted, played 2 games with the Bulls 2020 to 39 games with Miami last season. Now all of a sudden, one of the more improved players, double figures in scoring 23 minutes a game, even started 10 of his 56 games, a 40% outside shooter, was cut from the Celtics roster spot, had a knee injury, 13 G League games, to Miami getting their hands on him on a 2-way deal, proved himself worthy after joining the Heat Summer League team. 5 days later, signed for 2 years, $3.5 million. Now Heat fans debating whether Strus should start over Duncan Robinson. Similar players, Robinson the better shooter, but Strus can do a lot more than just shoot the outside ball. A better cutter and more athletic, Robinson with his $90 million contract pretty much in his prime. Although Duncan's chemistry with Bam contagious, Strus' minutes will depend on whether Robinson's having a hot night or cold night, given his improvement in making under $2 million each season till 2023. With the high dollar heroes might be getting, many Heat fans anticipate for Robinson and his contract to get moved if Strus can continue to ball out. Gabe Vincent of the Miami Heat, after getting disrespected by Stephen A. Smith in an exhibition game of the Olympics, at the time was a bench player, limited minutes, starting 25 of 60 Heat games, year 3, averages of over 9 points, the type of guy that's fitting into Heat culture, good defender. Miami fans weren't sold on him at first, but has figured it out. Pat Riley looking genius, making Heat fans forget about Kendrick how many games this season? None. Vincent likely won't play too much come playoff time, but the defense very solid, making him very serviceable. Omer Yurtseven, the Georgetown and NC State standout 3 seasons in college, a 16-10 guy for Patrick Ewing's Hoyas. Not picked, but with a great franchise, earned 11 starts, put up over 5-5. Miami just keeps getting these random guys, turning them into solid players. Waived by OKC late 2020, given his presence and impact, a future team might just overpay him. Combined with the absence of Bam, many who watched him play at Georgetown would honestly not believe he'd be playing in the NBA right now. Expected to be a star in Europe, Miami scouting and development staff top-notch, had to work his way up after being projected a lottery pick early into his freshman year at NC State, followed by a massive drop to proving doubters wrong again. Keita Bates-Diop, out of the Ohio State University, the 26-year-old already year 4, although his numbers haven't been eye-popping and still the same role player since entering the league, the 6'8 forward, just another guy on the Spurs. Just 8 of his 51 games scored double figures, but December 23rd performance against the Lakers made Bates-Diop a huge name after his career performance. Played like Michael Jordan out there. 30 points, 11 of 11 from the field, did whatever he wanted whenever he wanted. When a guy who's averaging 5 points a game on a bad team ends up perfect from the field, having a Will Chamberlain type shooting percentage, coming off the bench, Bates-Diop, a limited offensive player, drafted bottom 12 of his class, although mobile defensively, knowing he has a limited role, his stat line that Laker game an outlier, a hustle type guy, making under $2 million till 2023, LA's pathetic defense allowed Bates-Diop to become the first Spurs player to drop 30 plus points on 100% shooting, an absolute travesty for the Lakers defense, being one of 5 players since 2000 to have done that. That night, Bates-Diop earned some NBA social media fame, makes the Lakers defense deserve to be in the walk of shame. Drain bombs just like Dame. Who's to blame? Staples Center never been the same. Javonte Green of the Chicago Bulls, 3rd season in the league, first played with Boston, 3.4 points to just 3.6 points a season ago, started most of his games, viewed as a throw-in player last season, huge progress given the Patrick Williams injury, brought energy to the Bulls, playstyle not something you can see on the box score, explosive, one of the most underrated athletes, his coming out party, the Bulls wouldn't be where they are without Green. Many would believe he's 22 but already 28, last played college in 2015, played overseas for a few years before the NBA. Isaiah Hortenstein, the 7-footer picked 43rd 2017 draft by the Rockets, age 23, limited with Houston, also played with the Nuggets and Cavs before signing with the Clippers, will be a free agent next season, good production for a depleted team, nearly 8 a game, Zubac's backup, 20 games scored in double figures, the former G League champ and G League Finals MVP, played in Lithuania before coming back to the US, showing consistency with solid minutes, his rise a reason why the team got rid of the aging Ibaka, good instincts, some viewed him as having more upside than Zoo, underrated passer, scored double figures 3 of the 4 meetings versus the Lakers, including a 5 of 7 game and a 6 for 7 night. More impactful these days than Lakers Dwight Howard, Amir Coffey, something the other LA team needs more of. 3rd year with the Clips, after putting up 3.2 points each of his first 2 seasons, now to 8.5 points starting over 20 games at the 2 spot, have 4 20+ point games, good minutes for a 500 caliber team without the 2 best players, good minutes under Ty Lue, still in a 2-way contract, gives the Clips an extra bit of caffeine, especially in many of their come-from-behind victories. Jose Alvarado, perhaps the greatest clip in all of basketball social media today.
Can he shoot? Yes, I can shoot.
Under 6 foot, the New Yorker played college hoops at Georgia Tech. His post-game interview at the Garden, inspiring, letting everybody know dreams come true. It means everything for guys to be able to get a chance to play in the NBA.
I don't know how to say it, man. Just seeing my parents, with my jerseys and all the folks that came out to see me, man, it means a lot. Like, if you would have told me this, it happened 5 years ago, I wouldn't believe it. But now that it's just like a dream come true. And it's crazy. I'm at the Garden now, and I'm doing an interview with y'all, and my peoples is right there. How could like that? You can't make that up. And man, it's just a great win for us, and I'm just so happy, man. Y'all don't understand how happy I am.
2-way contract, have gave the blessings to many, with lots of undrafted players proving more than capable, balling out in the biggest stages, arguably the greatest innovation the NBA responsible for, the shot clock in the 50s, the three-point shot in the 80s, and now two-way contracts, seeing guys shining, the drive and passion for the game, playing the right way and earning tons of rewards, helped lead Georgia Tech to the ACC tournament title his senior year, good hands on D. Nobody would have made anything out of it if Alvarado didn't get any NBA offers, making more impact than a lot of undrafted rookies. The 23-year-old played just 8 games before the year 2022, 1.8 points before his Garden of Dreams moment January 20th, his breakout NBA moment, a day he'll never forget. Other names includes Bones Highland, rookie of the Denver Nuggets, drafted 26 overall 2021, and second-year Desmond Bane, who was good last season but really elevating his game as one of Memphis's key players, especially after getting into it with LeBron. Thank you so much for watching this video. Which one of these guys on the list have you watched before the NBA that surprised you how good they are today? Let me know in the comments below. Subscribe for more content. I love all of you. See you next time.